Okay, so today we're going to discuss the three categories of martial application in Tai Chi and the other internal arts, and actually in fact in all the martial arts. The three categories are downing the enemy, Chin Na, and Dia Sui, or spot hitting or pointing. In Tai Chi, every single movement and transition has applications, numerous applications, in each category. To demonstrate this today, we will use the technique of on, push from the Yang Ban Hao style and apparent close-up from the Yang Chen Fu style. So in this first position, we're going to use the spot hitting, or Dia Sui, which means hitting acupuncture points, either in combination or singly, and this has to be very specific. Today we will pick a spot on the body that can have very, very strong self-defense applications. Here's the nipple of the person, here's the crease or the axilla of the armpit. The tissue right along here, along the gallbladder channel here, can affect the heart and the other upper internal organs. As he punches, I will field his movement, step around him, and strike with the edge of my hand here to these points. To the gallbladder point, or the heart 1 Ji Chuan point, right in here, hitting with a downward angle. All these techniques have certain angles when you're hitting particular points. Now, you could be very specific and change this strike from the edge palm to a sword, a secret sword, as follows. Pointing. Notice how he collapsed, just me pushing a little bit here. Just because it's very sensitive. So with your partner practice, you must be very careful. If you hit too hard here, and actually make jing, you can cause a great deal of bruising to spread all over the side of the body. So be very careful with this. Another place you could hit with this technique is to the point just to the outside of the nipple. This is a pericardium point and can affect the heart. So this point is very close. If you look here, come around. If you look here, my hand are very close together, but these are different points and have a different result. But if you get in this general area here, as you can see, you will cause a great deal of damage. Okay, so you have to be very careful in the practice. Very, very careful with this. So this is an example of spot hitting, hitting a specific area using the technique that it's designed for. And many of these techniques are designed to hit very specific spots on the body in combination. Next, we'll use the movement apparent close-up from Yang Chen Fu's form toward the end of the first set. And once again, there we are. Now, if his body turns more, other points become available. Just like this. On the side of the body, the spot right below the floating rib, and right to the front of it. Two very, very powerful acupuncture points. So that's why it said if you can hit the area of the low rib, this too can have a great impact in self-defense and often stop a person cold. You're here hitting the low rib. His body just may turn more in actual situation, and you'll respond accordingly. hitting at the low rib. Now, because of how close it is, and me not wanting to discharge energy into his body, as I would actually do it in self-defense, you have the effect where I'm, in a sense, pushing him. So this time, no push. So the second category of application is Chin-A, or joint manipulation. The same technique that we just did has embedded in it the Chin-A. At this point I decide whether I want to hit or Chin-A. If I hit, I come through to the body. Here, if I Chin-A, I slide down and then pivot my hip and put a simple arm bar on it. There's a neck and arm bar. Slow motion. Notice here too that I've also got his leg locked, which is part of the downing the enemy in the third category. Third category, downing the enemy. Our basic step, stepping around and behind his leg, positions us for downing the enemy. Of course, you can combine these categories, which might look something like this. Here I'm releasing his leg so as not to knock him over or hurt his knee. Downing the enemy can also be with a combination of Chin-A. Here I collapse his knee and collapse his elbow. The knee and then the elbow. Hit. And from this side the spot hitting and downing. Stop it with the leg, strike the face, slide through, and take him off that. So these are some examples of the three categories using a basic on motion and variations.